Alright, so here is a quick video to show you guys how to answer this specific question. It came from one of the previous exams, which I cannot remember which one. So anyway, let's go ahead and try to answer this question. I'm just rearranging my OBS so I can actually see the screen. Yeah, so this one's going to be recorded and not live streamed, because I really need today to focus on cranking out the final exam questions. so so I may not have a whole lot of time for live interaction. So for this question, there are two people who want to go on vacation together. They have read the same travel magazine that has 10 suggested destinations. Joe picks 6 different destinations out of the 10, and Pat picks 6 different destinations out of the same 10 suggested destinations. So when I mention different in this case, it's just basically meaning that Joe does not pick duplicate destinations. So all 6 are unique destinations. Um, and Pat basically picked the 6 destinations independently. So the way you look at this problem is you first look at you have to set it up in the right way. In other words, the first thing we do, let me use a mouse pad for this purpose. So the way you do it is you basically sequence it first. Okay, is to find out what happens first and then what happens next, and work on your logic accordingly. So the way I would do it is to say, of the 10 destinations, 6 are picked by Joe, okay, and 4 are not picked by Joe. Okay, so this is the scenario after Joe has picked the 6 destinations. Okay, so this is the scenario of right after Joe picks the 6 destinations. Okay, so now the question is, when Pat is picking the 6 destinations, what is going to happen? Because we are specifically asking that they share exactly 4 common destinations. So in order for that to happen, okay, so the number of ways, okay, so once again it's a counting problem first, and then it becomes a probability problem. So the number of ways that Pat picks 4 of the same destinations that Joe had picked, okay, out of a total of 10 possible destinations, is going to look like this. Now, since I did not mention that the ordering of the destinations is important, so that means ordering is implicitly not important. Now, in the actual exam, if you have questions about that sort of thing, and want to know, if the question does not explicitly state, but it could be interpreted either way, I can help clarify that. On the other hand, if the question already suggests, one way or another, it's just not spelled out entirely, then I cannot answer the question. But it doesn't hurt to ask. Okay, so in this case, so we'll say there are um, 4 ways to choose 4 of the destinations already picked by Joe. Okay, and there are 2 ways to pick to pick 2 destinations that Joe had not picked. Okay, so now, so if you break up what Pat is going to pick, okay, there are 6 ways to choose 6 of the destinations that Joe had already picked, and then of the remaining 4 destinations on the list of 10, there are 4 choose 2 many ways to choose 2 destinations that Joe had not picked. And obviously my mousepad does not do spell check. Okay, there we go, destinations. So as a result, there are C64 times C42 ways to choose for there's this the product, many ways to for Pat to choose four of the same destinations as Joe. There we go. So that is the answer. So I basically provide all the reasoning as well. Um, so that's that. And the hint says lotto prices, okay, because in lotto games you can have a partial match and get a partial prize. So that's this problem is very similar to that problem. All right, cool. So I'm gonna stop recording and post it online.